Hello everyone, this is Ian from Stars Football Cards and More. Today I will be doing a Pro Football Hall of Famer rookie PC update video because when I was filming my Dobbins update video, I said a few things that were insinuating that I had made an update video on my Hall of Famer rookie collection, and I did not realize that I never actually did that. I thought I had done that, but I did not. So now I'm going to do that. Anyways, don't remember the exact count of what I'm at, but I'm pretty sure it's over. This one's also over 600 cards at this point. Most of what I'm missing is mostly vintage, but there are a few players from the modern era that I'm missing. For the background of this video, I have two guys who will probably be inducted into Canton in some point. Longtime O-lineman Jason Peters, and then of course my one Patrick Mahomes rookie that I still have, that I pulled from a pack back in 2017. So anyways, just like the Dobbins video, I gotta quit yapping and get to the cards because this is gonna be a long video too. So starting out with the 40s, we have 1948 Bowman, which I have Steven Buren, Charlie Trippy, Slinging Sammy Baugh, Bob Waterfield, Alex Wojciechowicz, Bullet Bill Dudley, George McAfee, and that's it for 48 Bowman. Next up, I have 48 Leaf, which I have Sid Luckman, Bulldog Turner, Doak Walker, which is pretty sure that one's his only rookie card. Bobby Lane, which I know is his only rookie. Pete Pios, this one is the blue number variation. There's a variation where the jersey numbers are in yellow. Then George McAfee, Charlie Trippy, Bill Dudley, and then I also have George Connor. And that's all I have for the 1940s. Next up would be the 1950s, starting with 1950 Bowman. Have Y. Tittle, Max Speedy, Tony Canadeo, Joe Perry, Marion Motley, the Autogram, which I got for $60 at the Natty back in Chicago. Hoping this year when I go to the Natty up in Cleveland, I'm hoping I can find at least one or two cards, big vintage guys that I don't have yet. It should go pretty well, because if I somehow manage to find a Autogram rookie for only $60, I'm sure I can find somebody else who I still need for relatively cheap. And next up is Tom Fears, Crazy Legs Hirsch, Buckeye legend Dante Lavelli, and then Jim Finks. And then that's it for 1950 Bowman. For 1951 Bowman, have Norm Van Brocklin. Definitely the most beat up of all the 51 Bowmans. Well, the second most beat up of all the 51 Bowmans I have. Most beat up one is the Tom Landry. That's the price to pay when you find one for $20 on eBay. You gotta take what you can get. And then Arnie Weinmeister, Ed Sprinkle, Lou Creekmer, which is definitely the highest grade of the 51 Bowmans I have. This one is in pretty nice condition for being, 73 years old? Yeah, 73. And then Emlyn Tunnel, Packers legend. Next up is 1951 Topps Magic. Only Pro Football Hall of Famer rookie in there is George Young, longtime Giants executive. This one is one with the back mostly intact because they had little scratch-offs on the back. And then 1952 Bowman Large, have Steve Owen, Paul Brown, another one of my Natty pickups from last year, I got it for cheap because there's basically no back on it, but it was only $30, so I will gladly take that. Got Wayne Milner, Les Richter, my Bobby Dillon, which is the only one of the ones I have in a one-touch, and then Jack Christensen. And then after that, the 52 Bowman Small, which I have a lot more of than the 52 Large. Got Steve Owen, got Gino Marchetti, got Art Donovan, got the small Wayne Milner, the small Leslie Richter, got Andy Robustelli, got the small Bobby Dillon, Joe Stidehar. Very expensive card in the large set, not nearly as expensive in the small set, but still holds its own. Then Ollie Matson, the small Jack Christensen, and then Yale Larry. And that's it for 52. And we have 54 Bowman, only 2 Hall of Famer rookies in that set, Doug Atkins and George Blanda. 1955 Bowman Baseball, got Cal Hubbard, Packers legend, and the only man inducted in both the Pro Football Hall of Fame and National Baseball Hall of Fame, Cooperstown. I've seen both his bust in Canton and his plaque in Cooperstown, so it's fun to have that card. And then we got 1955 Bowman Football, got Mike McCormick, Len Ford, Dick Stanfill, John Henry Johnson, Packers legend Jim Ringo, Bob St. Clair, and then Marshall legend Frank Gatsky. I was just in Huntington visiting family with my mom last week, and it's funny because one of the big bridges down in Huntington is the Frank Gatsky Memorial Bridge. So it's pretty fun. Fun to go over that, because it's fun to just randomly see Frank Gatsky mentioned, even if it's just on a bridge sign. And then we got 1955 Topps All-American, got Mel Hine, Benny Friedman, Bruiser Kennard, Ace Parker. So I'm pretty sure I don't think this one was in the last video. Ace Parker, 55 Topps All-American. I got this one pretty recently. I don't remember if it was at the January or the March local card show, but I know it was somewhat recently. And Don Hudson, definitely one of the big boys from the set, Packers legend. And then Fats Henry, which is also one of the expensive ones. Pretty sure it's because he's the last one in the set. I know he's also a short print. At least I'm pretty sure he's also a short print. And then there's 1956 Topps. Got Rosie Brown, Joe Schmidt, still signing autographs through the mail. I think he's 94, I think. No, 92. 92? 92, yeah. And then Bill George, Lenny Moore, also still signing autographs through the mail. And then Stan Jones. And then we got the glorious 1957 Topps football set. Always love this design. We got Jack Butler. Got Night Train Lane. Got Raymond Berry. Of course, got my Grail card for a long time, the Bart Starr rookie. Most expensive trading card that I've ever bought, and if it weren't for my PS5, it would be the most expensive item that I've ever bought. $396, a Patrick Mahomes rookie, or not a rookie, it was a Patrick Mahomes 2020 Legacy. It was number to 10, and then a PSA 8 Allen Iverson rookie. I think it was roughly $500 in total value, which is still at today. And we got Tommy McDonald, Johnny Unitas, big glorious crease right down the middle of his face, but I didn't have to pay $300 for it, so obviously I'll take that as a win. I only paid $135 for this. It's a very good deal, especially for an original. And then, of course, the Paul Hornung rookie, number 151. This one was my other Grail card for a while. If you ask me any given day what my top 10 favorite cards are in my collection, both Hornung and Star will always be number 1 and number 2 on the list. And then we got 1958 Topps. Only one I have Sonny Jurgensen. Someday I'll get a Jim Brown, but that day will not be anytime soon. Hopefully I can eventually find one. Obviously it would have to be a pretty low grade one, but even that, it would still, I've seen a few go for around like the $300-$400 ish range for super low grade, so it'll most likely be one of those. And I'm not quite in a spot that I can commit $400 to a single card. The Bart Starr was obviously a Grail card, so I was more than happy to do that, but yeah, that not quite at the spot yet where I have the expendable income to drop $400 on one card, at least right now, but someday. Anyways, 1959 Topps. We got Sam Huff, Alex Karras, Packers legend Jerry Kramer, Buckeye legend Jim Parker, got Bobby Mitchell, and then Jim Taylor. Not the right Jim Taylor in the photo. Didn't get the right Jim Taylor on his cards until his third year, 61 Topps. And then now we're in the 60s. So we've got 1960 Fleer. We've got Buckeye legend Sid Gilman. We've got Hank Stram and Ron Mix. And then 1960 Topps. Only one in that set is Forrest Gregg. I have that one in a PSA 2. And then 1961 Fleer, Jim Otto, rest in peace. Pretty sure he just passed yesterday as of the time I'm filming this video. 86, pretty good life. We got Johnny Robinson, which is a surprisingly expensive card from that set. And then Don Maynard. Pretty sure he's a new one for this video. I want to say I got him at the January show. Yeah, he was January. Ace Parker was March, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, that sounds right. And then 1961 Topps. We have Henry Jordan. And then honorable mention. This one, I don't know if I actually brought this one up in the last video. I know I had it by the time that I filmed the last update video. Might have just had it in the background. But I have one of the 6 PSA certified signed copies of a Henry Jordan rookie. Signed it on the back there. I got this one graded myself. It will most likely be the only card, probably the only card that I will ever get graded myself. Mostly because I don't actually care much for grading. I only really got this one certified because I wanted to know if the autograph was legit, which it was. It looked legit when I bought it, but obviously I paid $35 for the card. I wasn't 100% certain, but it was auto authentic PSA 4. There's only one less. There's only one card that's graded lower. I believe there's a two. I think there's a PSA 3 and a PSA 3.5. But other than those two, this is the lowest graded. But obviously, with such a low pop count of only 6, at least certified by PSA, 6 known signed copies of the card, obviously it still has quite a decent amount of value to it. But yeah, this is easily like one of the maybe top 5 most valuable cards in my collection now, because since he passed away in 1977, I'm pretty sure it is extremely hard to find a signed card of him, let alone his rookie card. So that one's easily one of my favorite cards in my collection by a mile. That one's probably 3rd or 4th total behind my Star rookie, my Hornung rookie, and maybe one of my Dobbins cards. My Dobbins rankings change every day, but Anyways, I also have Johnny Robinson, and then a very off-center Tom Flores. But I paid $2 for that one, so I'll gladly do that. And then 1962 Fleer, the only Hall of Famer rookie there is Billy Shaw. Surprisingly, that one's also pretty expensive. That one I think goes roughly around like 40, 50 bucks. At least when I got mine, it was 40 to 50. And then 1962 Post, you got Gene Hickerson. And these are technically XRCs, extended rookie cards. They're not the true rookie, but like for Fran Tarkenton, this one's his rookie card year because his rookie was 62 tops and 62 post. For Hickerson, it would be an XRC because his true rookie was 1966 Philadelphia, which I also have, but I technically count the postcards for rookies. And then 1962 tops. This was one that I got at the March show. Finally got me a nice Mike Ditka. This one and another card that will be coming up somewhat soon are the products of a insanely good weekend that me and my dad had ripping cards on campus at Ohio State. My Fitbit broke, so I went over to the local Target to look at what models I could get to replace mine. And I saw they had blasters of Bowman U basketball. So I bought one, trying to get some of the Buckeyes to pull so I could get autos at the games. And then I pull a Bronny James refractor auto to 250, sell it at the card show for 200, buy the other card that will be in the video later. Or actually, no, this is the one that I bought with Bronny. This one, the Ace Parker, and then just some random Dobbins cards and other stuff. What I bought with the first one. Then later that night, me and my dad go to the Target closer to my house to celebrate the sale, and the first pack in his box, he pulls another Bronny James refractor auto numbered to 250. So he was kind enough to split whatever money that one sold for with me, since it was my idea to go buy the cards in the first place. But yeah, I ended up selling that one. I think it was for 180. So I ended up getting the other card that will show up later. But yeah, just a casual $400 worth of Bronny James autos pulled in the span of about 3 days. So yeah, and then of course Fran Tarkenton, glorious paper loss and all. Still glad I only had to pay 16 bucks for that. I will never have to pay more than $20 for a Vikings card. Very happy about that. Go Pack Go. And then 1963 Fleer, I still only have Nick Buonacani. Someday I'll get Len Dawson, someday I'll get Lance Allworth, but they are very, very expensive, and I don't have $800 I can spend on one card, so that won't be happening anytime soon either. Maybe someday, but definitely not now. And then 63 tops, we have Deacon Jones, the Bob Lilly that I bought as I was leaving the Natty, because there was a guy, I'm pretty sure I already told this story, but I love this story so much. There was a random guy, like as we were heading out of the Natty, there was like some booth. It was, yeah, I'm not gonna try to remember where the specific location of the booth was, but it was as we were leaving the show. And I noticed he had just a little binder with a bunch of vintage football, and I said, flip through it, see if I can find something to get signed. And then I get to the 63s, and Bob Lilly is just in the middle of the page, no sleeve, no top loader, just in the middle of the page. He said it was $100, so gladly take that, especially considering how, at least at that time, it was usually at least a $130, $150 card, so obviously I had to snatch that up if it was only 100. Then we got Willie Wood. There was my great $15 Ray Nitschke. Still an insanely good deal today. It was an even better deal at that point, but it's still a very good deal today. And then Larry Wilson. And then the next stack here. Now we got 1964 Philadelphia, which has plenty of Hall of Famer rookies. Got very beat up John Mackey. Got the Colts Play of the Year for Don Shula. Got Herb Adderley. They spelled his name wrong. Supposed to be an E there. And then Willie Davis. Got Packers Player of the Year for Vince Lombardi. Technically also a Lambeau Field rookie. Oh, I have this one in a one touch because it is in pretty good condition for 1964. There's a few on the back. I don't know if I'll be able to catch it on camera, but like the bottom edge there is a little bit roughed up. But outside of that, it is a very great condition card. Corners look good. Slight whiting on the back. Edges look good outside of the one edge. Centering is very good. A little bit off top to bottom. But for, I think it was $6 I paid for this card. That is very good condition for the $6 that I paid for that card. Then we got Merlin Olsen, Mick Tingelhoff, and then Jimmy Johnson, rest in peace. He just passed away. I think it was like a week or two ago. Wasn't that long ago. Definitely one of the prettiest signatures from any Hall of Famer. Somewhere in my room here, I have a 2017 Leaf Sport Kings auto of him somewhere. I don't remember where it is. It was like Unsung Heroes, number 5. Because I never got him to sign through the mail, so I had to go buy an auto. And then we got 1964 Topps. Only 2 in there are Bobby Bell and Buck Buchanan. And then 1965 Philadelphia. Got my $4 Paul Warfield. That has definitely seen better days, but it was only $4. Buckeye legend. Then we got Mel Renfro. Buckeye legend Dick LeBeau. Carl Eller, Paul Krause, and then Charlie Taylor. And then 1966 Philadelphia. This one I know I didn't have in the last Hall of Fame Rookie PC video. Got Gale Sayers. Finally got a good Gale Sayers. It cost me $110, but it is in pretty good condition, especially compared to the other ones on eBay, some of which were more expensive. And then, this one leads to a very funny story because I think it was like 2, maybe 3 weeks ago, it was like right after school ended. The weekly thread, there's a weekly thread I always look at on Twitter, a vintage football thread, and somebody listed a lot of Gale Sayers cards for $10. I honestly don't know if he realized this card was in there or if he just listed it for $10 because it's super beat up, but there was another Gale Sayers rookie in that lot. So when you find a $10 Gale Sayers rookie, you kind of have to buy the $10 Gale Sayers rookie, especially considering that I paid $110 for a Bears card while wearing full Packers gear, and then I find one for $10 a few months later. Womp womp. Anyways, back to the other 66 Phillies. We got the true Gene Hickerson rookie, Bullet Bob Hayes. Got Chuck Howley, very expensive, especially around the time that he got inducted. I haven't looked at the prices recently, but when he first got in, these spiked up to like $40, $50. I somehow managed to get it for $20. And then got Boomer Brown, class of 2004, my birth year. And then we got 1967 Philadelphia. We got Leroy Kelly, Packers legend Dave Robinson, got Jackie Smith, great signer through the mail. Got Dave Wilcox. And then Chris Hanburger. And then 68 Topps. Got Floyd Little, Bob Greasy are the only 2 Hall of Famer rookies in that set. 69 Topps. Zonk is the only rookie in that set. Me and my dad, like I said, are going to go to the National in July in Cleveland this year. And Dad found out that Zonk is going to be there. Don't know if he's going to be there for doing photos, but we definitely know he will be there for autos. if he's going to be doing photos, my dad is going to be all over that because Zonk is one of his favorite players of all time, only behind Marino, who is coincidentally also there on the same day. So that's going to be fun. I might be getting pictures with Zonk and Dan Marino, so that'll be pretty cool. Anyways, that's it for the 1960s. Now we're on to the 70s. Got Jan Stenerud, Elvin Bethea, Alan Page, Lem Barney, OJ, still colored on the back. Some 70s kid loved the cartoon so much he had to color it in. And then I don't know if I can get it, but they also drew glasses on him with, I'm assuming, pencil. There you go. You can kind of see it somewhat, not really, but somewhat. Kid drew glasses on him. We got Tom Mack, and then Claude Humphrey, which I actually found in Cooperstown, of all places. And then we got 1971 tops. Got Kenny Houston, and then we have the other card. Then we have a Willie Lanier. Then we have the other card that I picked up at that March show. This is what I turned half of the other Bronny James into. A very nice for an SGC3. There's a little bit of corner damage on the bottom and a little tiny crease on the side there. But outside of that, this is a very, very nice copy for a SGC3, Terry Bradshaw. There's the back. Nothing weird with the back, but yeah, there is very little chipping on the edges. There's a little bit on the bottom you can see in the seat right there, and then a little bit right there as well. But yeah, overall, it was absolutely gorgeous 3. I think this one was it was originally 150, but I somehow got the seller to go down to 110. It was absolutely worth it, because that's absolute gorgeous card. Always love looking at it because it's just beautiful. For a while, I didn't know if I'd ever own a Terry Bradshaw, because this rookie is really expensive for really bad condition. Yeah, the other 71 tops, we got Roger Worley, Charlie Sanders, and then Mean Joe Green. And then we got 1972 tops. Got John Riggins, Packers legend Ted Hendricks, Ron Yeri, not a good signer through the mail, Emmett Thomas, Gene Upshaw, Roger Staubach, still with the goth eyes, as my mom called it, as somebody drew on the card, but it was only $10, so you can't really complain about that. Larry Little, Charlie Joyner, and then of course the expensive one from the set, Rayfield Wright. That one cost me $100. You can kind of tell, I don't know if I can, yeah, the finger, you see it's a little bit shorter. It was either miscut or somebody did a very bad attempt at trimming it, but this is an original. That's all I care about. Then we have 1973 tops. Art Shell, Franco Harris, Jack Ham, Curly Culp, Ken Riley, Dan Deerdorf, Jim Langer, Jack Youngblood, great signer through the mail, and then Ken Stabler. And then we got 1974 tops. Harold Carmichael. Absolute beast in Madden Ultimate Team. They always give him like 4 different positions. Pretty sure they just recently came out with a strong safety, Harold Carmichael, in the Theme Team All-Stars promo they just did. We've got Joe DeLamiler, my Probably the only card in the Hall of Fame rookie PC I paid a dime for. And we got Ray Guy, and then John Hanna. And then we got 75 tops. Got Mel Blanc, Drew Pearson, Spike, had a huge spike when he got in. Got Lynn Swan, Dan Fouts, and Cliff Harris, and then Cliff Branch. 76 tops. Got Randy White, Jack Lambert, one of the new inductees, Randy Gradisher, Buckeye legend, and then Robert Brazil. Peyton will definitely be one of the cards I'm aiming to get at the Natty, because I've seen copies of that one go for $40 on eBay. I've just been too chicken to actually pull the trigger on one of them, but yeah, I probably should have had a Walter Payton in the collection a long time ago at this point, but I just for whatever reason, I never actually bought one. So that's one of my goals at the Natty this year, is to finally get a Walter Payton rookie. Hopefully I can find a nice low grade copy that won't be like $110, but only one way to find out when I'm there. And then we got 77 tops. We got Leroy Selman. They spelled his name wrong. Got Mike Haynes. Got Mike Webster. Harry Carson. Great signer through the mail if you give him $5. Steve Largent. And then Dave Casper. Largent is also a good signer through the mail, but I'm pretty sure he's $10. And then we have 78 tops. Got Fred Dean, Joe Klecko, Tony Dorsett, and John Stallworth. 79 tops. Got the Steelers team leaders, which I do count as Tony Dungy's rookie, only because his actual rookie 2003 playoff contenders is an auto, and it's like $400 on eBay. I'm not paying that. This is like a $10 card. I'm not doing all that for Tony Dungy. Fun fact, Dungy is the reason that I don't really like Austin Eckler that much, because he made up some story about I think it was Joe Lombardi, the Chargers guy, talking with Vince, and he compared Austin Eckler to Paul Hornung, and they weren't alive at the same time. Joe Lombardi never met Vince because he was dead by that point. So Tony Dungy just completely made up a story to basically call Hornung a goal line merchant. Like, come on, man. So, yeah, very petty reason. Very, very petty reason, but yeah, thanks a lot. Thanks a lot, Tony. Anyways, we got Ozzie Newsome, got James Lofton, Earl Campbell, one of the 3 cards of him in the set, but that one's the true rookie, and then Donnie Shell. And now we're on to the 80s, starting with 1981 tops. Got Kellen Winslow, Art Monk, not the Coca-Cola version. And we got Joe Montana. This one, it's a lot harder to tell, but that one's also had a very poor attempt at trimming on it. But it only cost me $40, so definitely take that. And then Dan Hampton. Great signer. I actually got another copy of that card signed through the mail a while back. I don't remember when specifically, but he's a great signer. And then we got 1982 tops. Anthony Munoz, Chris Collinsworth in the background, or well, more in the foreground than the background. And then we got a slam track like quarterback sacks from LT. And then Ronnie Lott. It's funny, they list Lonnie Lott as a corner on his rookie card. They don't list him as a safety. It's pretty funny to see that. And then 83 tops. Got Mike Singletary. Fellow March 26th birthday, Marcus Allen. And then Kenny Easley. And then the gargantuan 1984 Topps football set with, I believe it's either 11 or 12 total Pro Football Hall of Famer rookies in that set. Starting with John Elway, which is actually the last one that I got out of all of them. And we got Howie Long. And then we got the last of the graded cards, Dan Marino, BGS 6.5. My dad's favorite player of all time. And Dwight Stevenson, Andre Tippett, Jimbo Covert, Eric Dickerson, great signer if you give him $10. Jackie Slater, Morton Anderson, Ricky Jackson, Darryl Green, and then Russ Grimm, also a great signer. I got him on his rookie a while back, a few months ago by now. And then 1984 Topps USFL, the only one I have is still the Reggie. Someday I'll get Steve Young, someday I'll get Jim Kelly. It's the back. And then 1985 Topps, we got Richard Dent. Next of the new inductees, Steve McMichael. And then Mike Munchak. Then 1985 Topps USFL, only one in that set is Sam Mills. And then, of course, the great 1986 Topps set. Of course, starting off with the real GOAT, Jerry Rice. And then Reggie White, Packers legend. Steve Young. Andre Reed. And then Bruce Smith. Really tempted to try to get a Bruce Smith rookie signed someday, but he takes a long time to get back through the mail autos. I'm pretty sure my letter, he took, what was it? It was like 3.5 years. No, it was a little bit under 3 years, because I mailed it out in June of 2018, got it back in April of 2021. Yeah, it's a little bit under 3 years, and I can't really be bothered to wait that long again when I got the one card I absolutely wanted to get signed, already signed, so I don't really have a reason to wait another 3 years for that. And then 87 Topps, the Charles Haley, super rookie, Gary Zimmerman, and then Jim Kelly. And then we got the special Topps American / Topps UK set. These were, at least I'm pretty sure these were only printed in the UK. We got Jim Kelly. They're a lot smaller than the regular Topps cards. That's the easiest way to tell, but they also have the team logo in the corner there. It's another good way to tell. I think this is usually like a $30 or so card, but I ended up working out a trade with one of my card buddies who lives out in England to actually get that card, and he also sent me a few other Hall of Famers from that set and the 1989 set that they did as well. So thanks again, Keith. And then 1988 Swell Greats. These ones are technically rookie cards, technically not rookie cards. I count them. That's all that matters to me. Got Ray Flaherty, Weeb Eubank, Tuffy Lehmans, and then George Musso. And then 1988 Topps, the true Sam Mills rookie, Chris Dolman, and then Packers legend Kevin Green. And then now we have the monster that is 1989 Pro Set. There are 20 total Hall of Famer rookies in the set if you include two of the announcer collectibles in the set. Starting off with Thurman Thomas, Marv Levy, who I got to meet at the last Natty. Looks like he won't be there this year. Michael Irvin, the other Jimmy Johnson, Cowboys one. Bruce Matthews, Tim Brown, Randall McDaniel, Bill Parcells, Buckeye legend Chris Carter, Dermontti Dawson, great signer if you give him $10. Rod Woodson, Chuck Noll, Joe Gibbs, pull up a chair, it's prime time. Dallin Hayden's new head coach, Troy Aikman, Steve Atwater, Barry Sanders, Derek Thomas, and then the two cards that, if you count them, put it up at 20. You got Steve Sable and Bill Walsh, Steve Young in the background. Then we have 1989 score. Got Buckeye legend Chris Carter, Rod Woodson, Bruce Matthews, Derek Thomas, and Steve Atwater. And then 1989 score supplemental. Only one there is Dermontti Dawson. Unless they finally put Sterling Sharp in. They should have done a long time ago. If Terrell Davis can get in, Sterling Sharp can get in. Can't use the he didn't play long enough argument, because Terrell Davis did not play nearly as long, and they both had a really good peak. So, yeah. They better get it right someday. 1989 tops. We got Thurman Thomas, Bruce Matthews, Chris Carter, Tim Brown, Rod Woodson, and Michael Irvin. And then we got next stack here, starting with 1989 tops traded. Pull up a chair, it's prime time. Steve Atwater, Randall McDaniel, Troy Aikman, Derek Thomas. I don't know why I still don't have the Barry Sanders yet. That one's not even an expensive card. I just haven't bought it for whatever reason. Then now we're finally into the 90s, which will probably be the majority of this video at this point, because I got a lot of 90s, guys. I have almost 4 total stacks. 3 total stacks and a little bit of a 4th stack. But starting with 1990 action-packed rookie update. Leroy Butler, Junior Seau, Cortez Kennedy, and then Shannon Sharp's only rookie. Surprised it's not more expensive, considering it's the only one, and the Emmitt Smith is a pretty expensive one from that set. And then we got 1990 Fleer update, Cortez Kennedy, Leroy Butler, and Junior Seau. Going to be hearing Kennedy and Seau's names a lot in this next upcoming stretch. We've got 1990 Pro Set, Cortez Kennedy, Junior Seau. The only Emmitt Smith that I do have so far, Leroy Butler, Paul Tagliabue, Al Davis, and then the special Paul Tagliabue insert. 1990 score. Got Cortez Kennedy, Junior Seau, the Buckeyes in the background, and then Leroy Butler. Score rookie traded, Junior Seau, Cortez Kennedy, only 2 in that set. 1990 tops, Cortez Kennedy, Junior Seau. 1990 tops traded, Junior Seau, Cortez Kennedy. And then now we're on 1991, starting with action-packed rookie, Brett Favre. There's going to be a lot of Brett Favre coming up here too. 1991 Pacific, Brett Favre. And then we got 1991 Pro Set. Got Eddie DeBartolo on the road winning streak. Got Tex Schramm. Wellington Mara. Pretty sure he's the one. Yeah, on the left. Art McNally. Brett Favre. Aeneas Williams. And then John Randall's only rookie. $15 for any card from 1991 is pretty impressive. Pro Set 91 Pro Set Platinum. There we go. Got Favre and Aeneas Williams. And then 1991 score. Got Brett Favre and Tex Schramm. 1991 score rookie traded, Aeneas Williams. 1991 Fleer Ultra, Brett Favre. And then 1991 Upper Deck have Brett Favre and Aeneas Williams, both of which are the 1992 hologram variety for those of you watching who know the difference in the holograms. These are both the 1992 hologram version. On to 1992. Only one I have there is a 92 Pro Set Bill Cowher. If Mike Holmgren ever gets in, I will have that one. And I actually just got a copy of that card signed yesterday in the mail. And then on to 1993. Starting with 93 Bowman, we have Jerome Bettis, John Lynch, and Will Shields. And then 1993 Game Day, got Willie Roaf and Michael Strahan. Those are tall boy cards. And then 1993 Playoff, Jerome Bettis, with that great tech chrome finish. And then 1993 Playoff Contenders, Willie Roaf and Jerome Bettis. 1993 Classic Pro Line Live, Jerome Bettis, Willie Roaf, and Michael Strahan. And then 93 Pro Line Portraits. I technically count this one for Jerry Jones, but his true rookie is 1995 Crown Royale, I'm pretty sure. And then 1993 Pro Set, Will Shields, Jerome Bettis, and John Lynch. 1993 Score, Jerome Bettis. 1993 Score Select, Jerome Bettis. And then 1993 Skybox Premium, Bettis and Roaf. And then 1993 SP, the only one I have is the Willie Roaf. It's cool how some of them have that rookie stamp on them. And then 1993 Stadium Club, Jerome Bettis, Willie Roaf. 1993 Topps, the first Jerome Bettis, the Buccaneers draft picks, which includes John Lynch, the Giants draft picks, which I think this one was Strahan, and then Willie Roaf, and then the second Jerome Bettis, I think it was the one on the left, is Strahan. I don't actually know which one. Pretty sure he's the one on the left. And then we got 93 Ultra, Jerome Bettis. And then 93 Upper Deck, Roaf and Bettis. And then on to 1994, starting with 94 Action Packed, Marshall Faulk and Isaac Bruce. And 94 Bowman, Marshall Faulk. 94 Collector's Choice, Marshall Faulk and Bryant Young. 94 Game Day, Bryant Young and Marshall Faulk. Then we have 94 Crown Royale, Marshall Faulk, or Crown Collection. 94 Pinnacle, Bryant Young and Marshall Faulk. 94 Playoff, got first of 3 Larry Allen rookies, Marshall Faulk, Isaac Bruce, and Bryant Young. Then 94 playoff contenders, Marshall Faulk. 94 classic pro line, Marshall Faulk, Bryant Young, Isaac Bruce. 1994 score, Bryant Young, Marshall Faulk. Gets pretty repetitive pretty quickly. 94 select, Marshall Faulk. 94 Skybox Impact, Faulk and Young. 94 Skybox Premium, Faulk and Young. 94 Stadium Club, Bryant Young, Larry Allen, and now Isaac Bruce. I do not have the Marshall Faulk from that one. And then this one's fun because it's a very long name. 1994 Ted Williams, Roger Staubach NFL Football. Yeah, George Allen and John Madden. Technically rookies. I count them. And then 94 Topps. Got Bryant Young. Got the last Larry Allen rookie, Marshall Faulk. And then the only Kevin Mawai that I have for now. And then 94 Ultra. First Marshall Faulk, Bryant Young, and then the other Marshall Faulk. And then 94 Upper Deck, Marshall Faulk, Isaac Bruce, Bryant Young, and then the Bryant Young Heavyweights. 1995 Action Packed, we got Tony Baselli. 95 Bowman, Tony Baselli, with that very early Jaguars logo on it. Very early Jaguars logo. And then 95 Bowman's Best, got Tony Baselli, Derek Brooks, Curtis Martin. And then 95 Classic Images Limited Live, we got Tony Baselli, Ty Law, and Curtis Martin. 1995 Collector's Choice, Tony Baselli, Warren Sapp, Ty Law, and Derek Brooks. Then 95 Collector's Choice Update, Terrell Davis, Tony Baselli, Curtis Martin. I actually pulled this one from a pack. One of my buddies gifted me a pack of 95 Collector's Choice Update on Twitter, and I actually somehow managed to pull a Hall of Famer rookie, so it's pretty funny to say that I pulled one of the cards in this collection, considering it's becoming more and more of a rarity. I pulled anything from my Dobbins collection. And Ty Law, Warren Sapp, and Derek Brooks. 1995 Finest, the only one I have is Derek Brooks. 1995 Flair, I have Curtis Martin. 1995 Fleer Metal, we got Tony Baselli and Warren Sapp. I don't know if I can get, you can kind of see it, but they both have like funky foil patterns on them. It's a lot harder to tell on the, there we go, you can kind of see it there on the Baselli. It's a lot harder to tell on the Baselli than it is on the Warren Sapp, but yeah, I love the foil patterns on those cards. And then 95 Pacific, Warren Sapp. And then 95 Crown Royale, only have Terrell Davis. I do not have the Jerry Jones, the true rookie. 95 Pinnacle, Warren Sapp, Derek Brooks, Tony Baselli. And then 95 Playoff Contenders, Terrell Davis, Tony Baselli, Curtis Martin, and Warren Sapp. 95 Pro Line, Warren Sapp and Tony Baselli. 95 Pro Line Series 2, Tony Baselli and Warren Sapp. These ones have like a little foil at the bottom. Then 95 Score, Baselli and Sapp. Pretty sure those are the only two Hall of Famer rookies in that set. 95 Select Certified, Terrell Davis and Warren Sapp. Pretty sure there was a third one in that set. I don't remember who specifically, but I know there is one I'm missing from that set. And then 95 Skybox Impact, Tony Baselli, Warren Sapp, Ty Law, Derek Brooks. Then 95 Skybox Premium, only one I have there is Ty Law. 95 SP, this is also a very pretty set. Got the Premier Prospects, Curtis Martin, and then Derek Brooks and Ty Law. Really love like that silver foil with the little tiny SP logos hidden in it. Let's see if I can get one. There you go. Kind of see it on camera. I absolutely love 95 SP. It's a very pretty set. And then 95 SP Championship. Only have Terrell Davis. And then we have 95 Stadium Club. I only have Warren Sapp. 95 Summit. Curtis Martin. Then 95 Tops. Baselli and Sapp. And then next stack here. Then we have massive set that is 95 Ultra. For the regular series, I have Baselli, Ty Law, Derek Brooks, Warren Sapp. And then for the update, Tony Baselli, Ty Law, Curtis Martin, Derek Brooks, and Warren Sapp. Then after that, we're finally at 1996. Where I can gotta move a few things around in this box so I can actually keep my cards in order in here. There we go. There we go. All right, we got 1995 Upper Deck. Tony Baselli, Warren Sapp, Derek Brooks, and Curtis Martin. Just take these out of there. That'll be a lot easier than trying to fiddle around with them. Anyways, now we're on to 96. So we got, starting with Collector's Choice, Jonathan Ogden, and the other Marvin Harrison, which I almost met at the Blackwell. I did get to meet his son. Who might also be a Hall of Famer someday. You never know. It's very interesting seeing all the stuff about him and Fanatics coming out in the last 2 days. Obviously, I'm very unknowledgeable in all the contract stuff that Fanatics has with the guys in the Bowman used sets, but it's interesting to see what this lawsuit is going to mean for all the guys who are still in college who signed for a Bowman U deal. It'll be interesting to see what this will mean. And then 96 Collector's Choice Update. We've got Zach Thomas, Jonathan Ogden, Marvin Harrison, and T.O. Then 96 Donruss, Marvin T.O. And then 96 Finest, I still only have Brian Dawkins. Which is ironic because I'm pretty sure that's actually the most valuable of the rookies from that set. And then 96 Fleer, Brian Dawkins, Marvin Harrison, Ray Lewis, and Jonathan Ogden. And then 96 Pacific Lithocell, got Zach Thomas. And then 96 Pro Line, Marvin Harrison. 96 Pro Line 2 Intense, Ray Lewis. Great facial expression in the photo. And then we got 96 Select Certified, Jonathan Ogden. 96 Score, Marvin Jonathan Ogden. Then 96 Skybox Impact Rookies. All of these are pack pulled. Got Ray Lewis, Jonathan Ogden, Marvin Harrison, Zach Thomas, Brian Dawkins, and T.O. Probably could have chose a a better Brian Dawkins for the showcase card, because that one's a little bit beat up, because when I bought the box, some of the, as with a lot of late 90s sets, the cards kind of stick together in the pack. I probably could have picked a better Brian Dawkins to be the frontline card, but yeah, whatever. 96 SP, TO, also very pretty set. 96 Stadium Club, Jonathan Ogden and the Brian Dawkins. 96 Tops, only Jonathan Ogden. I do not have either of the Tops chromes. I do have 96 Ultra, Jonathan Ogden. That line is on the sleeve, that's not on the card. And then 96 Upper Deck, Ogden and Marvin Harrison. And then we have on to 1997, starting with Collector's Choice. We got Orlando Pace and Tony Gonzalez. Another absolute beast in Madden Ultimate Team, Tony Gonzalez. He got a 99. I actually pulled a 99 overall limited Ring of Honor Tony Gonzalez. Absolute beast in that game. And then we got 1997 Collector's Edge Extreme, Jason Taylor. One of the, I believe, 4 of his rookie cards. It's either 3 or 4. I don't actually remember the exact count, but I know it's either 3 or 4. He doesn't have that many rookie cards. And 97 Donruss. These are also all pack pulled. Got Orlando Pace, Tony Gonzalez, and Walter Jones. Actually got another one of these signed. It was on video. I got like a year ago at this point. And then 97 Finest, Tony Gonzalez. 97 Fleer Gowdy, Walter Jones and Tony Gonzalez. 97 Fleer Metal Universe, Walter Jones. 97 Pacific Revolution, Tony Gonzalez. Another absolutely beautiful foil pattern. 97 Pinnacle, Orlando Pace and Walter Jones. 97 Pinnacle Certified, Walter Jones and Orlando Pace. Also got one of these signed as well. Pretty sure that one was also in that video. 97 Score, Tony Gonzalez. 97 Skybox Impact, Tony Gonzalez and Orlando Pace. Orlando Pace is a little bit beat up, but that's all right. And then 97 SP Authentic, which are both very expensive cards. I had both of these in one touches at one point, but I recently ran out, so I had to take these out. Got Jason Taylor and Rondé Barber. This one is one of only 2 Rondé Barber rookies. I somehow got this one for $1 at the local card shop. Neither of us realized it was his rookie, so it was pretty fun when I went home and then saw it was worth like $80, $90, $100-ish. Safe to say I bought plenty of stuff from him the next time I went there. And then Jason Taylor, that was a card that my grandpa left for my dad. My dad's a huge Dolphins fan. And then next up is 97 Stadium Club. Got Tony Gonzalez and Walter Jones. 97 Topps Chrome, Orlando Pace. Funnily enough, I have the Chrome, but I don't have the regular Topps. And I also have the Topps Gallery, Orlando Pace. And then 97 Fleer Ultra, Tony Gonzalez. I actually have the gold medallion of Walter Jones, but I don't have the base one. Actually, I'm pretty sure I have it right in this stack over here somewhere. And it's buried deep in there. I'm not digging through that to find it. I know I have it right over here somewhere, but I'm not going to do all that to find it. Anyways, 97 Upper Deck. Got Orlando Pace, Tony Gonzalez, Walter Jones. Now we're on to 98. Starting with Bowman, Chuck Woodson. And then Collector's Edge First Place, Peyton Manning and Randy Moss. And then we got the Collector's Edge Masters, Randy Moss. It's number 3,343 of 5,000. And then the Fleer Tradition, Charles Woodson, in the wrong jersey. Go Buckeyes. And then Pacific Omega, Peyton Manning, with the cool, like, double image in the foil. And then 98 Score, Charles Woodson. The 98 Skybox EX 2001, Charles Woodson. And then 98 Topps, Randy Moss and Charles Woodson. I got the Moss somewhat recently. And then Topps season opener, Randy Moss as well. Those were both actually in the same lot. And then we are finally onto the final stack that I had set aside here for the last of my Hall of Famer rookies. We're finally at the final stretch, and it's only been an hour and 5 minutes. Starting off with Bowman, 1999 Bowman. We got Edgerrin James and Champ Bailey. And then 1999 Bowman's Best. We have the Best Performers Edgerrin James, the True Edgerrin James rookie, and then the Champ Bailey. The 1999 Collector's Edge Advantage, Champ Bailey. Lists him as both a corner and a wide receiver, which I always find interesting. And then 1999 Collector's Edge Odyssey. Got the first quarter for both James and Bailey. I don't have any of the other technically parallels, but they're also part of the base set. And then 99 Collector's Edge Triumph, Champ Bailey. 1999 Fleer Focus, Kurt Warner. And 1999 Fleer Tradition, Champ Bailey and Edgerrin James. 99 Pacific, Champ Bailey and Edgerrin James. Then 99 Pacific Omega, Edgerrin James. This one has a different photo in the foil. I can't really get near. I can't get it as there we somewhat. Can't really get that one on camera nearly as well as I can Peyton. That one doesn't seem to lend itself very well to the camera. Then we got another one of my favorite sets, 99 Pacific Prism. Very, very shiny card. I love the shiny cards. Looks very cool. And then 99 Pacific Revolution, Edgerrin James. Also with a cool foil pattern. And then 99 Playoff SSD Momentum, Edgerrin James and Champ Bailey. And then 99 Score Supplemental, Edgerrin James. And then the Skybox Dominion, Edgerrin James. I actually have the Dan Campbell from this set too, which is a surprisingly expensive card for the fact that he choked, what was that, like a 24? I don't remember what the lead was. Shoot. I've fallen off. I can't remember what the lead the Lions had in the NFC Championship game. It was funny because for once the Packers weren't the ones choking in an NFC Championship game. I completely forgot. How did I let myself forget? Oh, well. Anyways, 1999 Skybox Molten Metal, Edgerrin James, which is actually a metal card. I always love it when the cards are made of metal. And then 99 Stadium Club, Champ Bailey and Edgerrin James. 99 Topps, Champ Bailey. 99 Topps Gold Label, Champ Bailey and Edgerrin James. These are both the Class 1 varieties. There's also a Class 2 and a Class 3. I have all three of the Edgerrin James, but I only have the Class 1 Champ Bailey. And then Topps Season Opener, Edgerrin James. And then Topps Stars, Edgerrin James. And then 99 Upper Deck Century Legends, Edgerrin James. 99 Upper Deck Encore, Kurt Warner. Has a nice foil pattern to it. And then the last one for the 90s is the Upper Deck MVP, Edgerrin James. And now we are in the 2000s. Starting with the only two cards from 2000, I have the Skybox Brian Urlacher and these Topps Stars Brian Urlacher. Those are the only 2 of his rookies I have. And then 2001 Topps, LaDainian Tomlinson and Richard Seymour. I do also have a Drew Brees from that set and a PSA 6 for whenever he gets into the Hall. Because it hit me a few months ago that I never actually bought a Drew Brees rookie, and they're probably only going to get more expensive from here. And 2001 Topps Gallery, LaDainian Tomlinson. And then the only Steve Hutchinson I have, 2001 Upper Deck Vintage Steve Hutchinson. His rookies are surprisingly expensive. Probably because O-lineman, but I'm not entirely sure. And then we have 2002, starting with Bowman, Ed Reed, and then one of the new inductees, Julius Peppers, Packers legend. And then the 2002 Fleer, Julius Peppers. The 2002 Pacific, Julius Peppers. 2002 Pacific Adrenaline, Julius Peppers. I bought a few Julius Peppers rookies before he ended up getting inducted. 2002 Pacific Heads Update at Reed. And then another one of the new inductees, 2002 Score Dwight Freeney. I actually bought most of my Dwight Freeney, well, I think the 2 or 3 Dwight Freeneys I have, I bought those before 2023 because I thought he was going to get in then, but he didn't. But then he got in this year. And then this one was a more recent pickup, the 2002 Stadium Club Ed Reed, which is either I'm still on the fence on whether it was a huge deal or not, because I paid $22 for this, but the cheapest one on eBay outside of this one was $220. So, yeah. But there have also been ones that have sold for like $1. So I'm still kind of on the fence on whether I completely scammed myself or not. I definitely scammed myself, but I don't feel like it was a complete waste of money, because they're listed insanely high on eBay, and they only really go for cheap when they're on like auction. So I don't know if it was really an inherently bad purchase, but yeah. I definitely did scam myself, but not nearly as bad as I normally do when I somehow manage to scam myself. And then we got 2002 Topps Dwight Freeney. The 2002 Topps Gallery Julius Peppers. 2002 Topps Heritage Julius Peppers, that great 1957 Topps design. 2002 Topps Pristine Julius Peppers. And then moving into 2003, we got the Gridiron Kings Andre Johnson, another one of the new inductees. 2003 Fleer Tradition Andre Johnson. And then this one's a fun one that I've been waiting to break out in one of these videos. One of my buddies on Twitter, who I bought stuff from before, ran a giveaway long while back for this. Well, it's not really a card, but it's more of a plaque. I have no idea if I'm going to be able to get it and get to actually show, but yeah, you can't even see the glass, but it's a rookie 2003 playoff absolute, the Andre Johnson glass card. Well, card, more of a plaque than anything. Rookie auto, number 200, massive slab of glass that you can't really see at all on camera. It is a nightmare trying to get any decent photos of this thing. It is yeah, it's a lot easier to see in person than it is on camera. If anyone has any suggestions on how I can get it to actually show up, I've tried it against my iPad because I have a solid black case on my iPad, and even that it doesn't completely show up. So if anyone has any ideas on how I can get that to actually show up decently on camera, please let me know. And then we got 2003 Score Andre Johnson, the 2003 Topps Andre Johnson, 2003 Topps Draft Picks and Prospects, Andre Johnson. And then we got on to 2005. Got 2005 Bowman DeMarcus Ware. The 2005 Bowman First Edition DeMarcus Ware, which sounds really cool and really rare until you look it up on eBay and see it's worth $3. And the Topps DeMarcus Ware. Then a very expensive one, a 2005 Topps Hall of Fame Fritz Pollard. This one is technically his rookie. I don't know if he's actually, I don't remember if he's actually had any other cards outside of that one. I know there's also a Dan Rooney from 2000 Topps that is also a very expensive card. And then 2005 Topps Heritage DeMarcus Ware. 2005 Topps Turkey Red DeMarcus Ware. Pains me to know I'm gonna have to pay a lot of money when Rodgers gets in. His stuff is already pretty expensive just because of the Jets hype, and it's gonna get even more expensive when he gets inducted. So, oof. On to 2006, we got the Bowman Devin Hester. Have the Topps Devin Hester. That one is pack pulled. The Topps Total Devin Hester. And then the Topps Draft Picks and Prospects Devin Hester. And then the Upper Deck Devin Hester. And then on to 2007, the Bowman Darrelle Revis. The Bowman Chrome Darrelle Revis. The 2007 Playoff NFL Playoffs, I have Patrick Willis and Darrelle Revis. Actually, one of the two Patrick Willis rookies I have. I have the Scorer Megatron. And then 2007 Topps, I completed that set, so I have all four of the Hall of Famer rookies from that one. Megatron, Patrick Willis, Darrelle Revis, and Joe Thomas. Completed that set a while back. And then the Topps Draft Picks and Prospects, Joe Thomas. And then Topps Total, Darrelle Revis and Joe Thomas. Now we're on to the Panini Hall of Fame cards, which also technically rookies, technically not rookies. I count them as rookies. Starting off with 2015, we got Bill Polian and Ron Wolf. These are actually two of my most recent additions to the Hall of Fame rookie collection. I got these, I think they were $30 total, I think. Yeah, it was $30 for these two. And then the seller also had an Ed Sable, but I wasn't able to pounce on that one, unfortunately, because that card rarely shows up. So I'm probably going to be kicking myself for not buying that one too, but that one was $40, and I paid $30 total for those other two. So I'm sure another one will pop up eventually someday. And 2018, Bobby Beathard. I'm very lucky that I bought a pack of these cards because this is like a $50 card now. And fun fact, I almost sent it away to get signed, but then I didn't. That would have been horrible for me because then I would have had to pay $50 to get another one because I don't count my signed ones in my Hall of Famer rookie collection. And then for 2019, got Gil Brandt and Pat Bowlen. I actually have a pack, still unopened pack over here. There it is. I have unopened packs of all the Panini Pro Football Hall of Fame. These are the only unopened packs that I have that I will keep in my collection. I have the 2019, 20, 21, 22, and 23. And then I'll definitely be getting the 24 whenever that comes out. Usually around like July, maybe August. But I wish I would have done it with the 2018 one too, because the 2018 one, that one is a very expensive pack due to the fact that not only does it have the Bobby Beathard in it, but it also has a Brian Dawkins error card. And the ones around the time that I would have bought those cards, those error packs were still in stock at the Hall of Fame. So had I known that worst part is that I probably had the Brian Dawkins error card and then mailed it out to get signed, which obviously never came back. So I probably mailed out $100 card not realizing it, and now I'm never going to see it again. Whoops. Womp womp. Anyways, and then 2020, only one in there, Duke Slater. 2021, only one there is Bill Nunn. There were none in 2022. 2023, get Don Coryell. And then there will not be any technically Hall of Famer rookies in the 2024 packs, because all of the guys in the set have a rookie card already. So I won't be able to get anyone new out of that pack. That'll just be a buy it to buy it. Might get the Randy Gradisher signed eventually. He's a good signer if you give him $20. So I might send to him eventually, but we get there when we get there. And that is officially it. If you sat through the entire hour and 20 minutes, soon to be 21 minutes of this video, thank you very much for watching. And I will see you whenever I actually remember to update these again, hopefully before I go back to school.